I called my wife. She was at work. I was like, hey, I got into that thing, but I'm not going to go. And she was like, no, you're going. As I get off at the airport, I find the nearest trash can because I'm nauseous. And I just am throwing up in the trash can. I just couldn't deal with it. I was like, God, like, are you real? Like, are you moving in my life? I felt like I was doing good in ministry, and a guy sat across the table from me that was kind of in the lead role at the church, and he brought me out to lunch. Was like, hey man, if you take out all your piercings and cover up all your tattoos, you'll be effective. And I had no clue what to say. And that kind of started my trajectory downhill. He drove back to the office and I walked, and 2 weeks later I quit. I couldn't do it. I just didn't do anything. I got very lethargic in life. I started gaining weight. I really just didn't care about anything. I wasn't really fulfilling the role that I needed to as a husband. I battled anxiety and depression. I had no balance at all. It was work really hard, pour into the church, not into myself, and just running ragged.
The church got his best, and the people at church got his best, and we got the leftovers.
It was kind of at that point that around all of that happening that a friend was like, hey, I went through this thing called Rhythm in 20. I can't even tell you what it is, but I know you need it.
I knew that it was an opportunity that couldn't be missed. If he didn't go, then there would have been the what if, what would have happened, what would have come out of that, because I know he needed people to be pouring into him.
We get into the first session, and like on the inside I'm bawling. God, you've put me exactly in the right place that I need to be, with no cell phone service, and with guys, and they're talking about what it means to be a man in the eyes of a God, no matter if you're in a secular job or in the church or wherever. Like, what does it mean to be a man for the long haul, for you, for God, for your family? And it seemed like at every point in the journey over the course of that 3 years, like, just the impact and the influence really was changing who I was at home, which then was changing my relationships at the tattoo studio, was changing my relationships in the church and the influence there in our community. And I was becoming a healthier version of me on every facet, and I needed it. And I'm a better man because of it. So whoever's watching this and experiencing this and going, man, why should I? Because it will change the trajectory of your life forever. And to those that are thinking about donating, you can do for one. But the beauty is when you do for that one, you're going to impact way more than just that person.